Thank you, my friend. As I was saying, it's beautiful Friday morning. Thank you guys for chiming in with us. I apologize, had the mute button on. Technology and being old just doesn't work sometimes. All right. So yeah, a wonderful presentation on today. We're going to talk about for your life agents and the Medicare agents, and especially around this time. This is Life Insurance Awareness Month, and kind of go twofolds. One with the Medicare agents, perfect time for you as you're having initial meetings with your clients or your book of business, just to see how their Medicare plans is going, if any, their primary doctor change or any new medications changes overall, to see how their things are going. So at this time, you can also talk about life insurance or long-term care, critical illness, or anything of that nature. But here we're going to focus on life insurance and how to pitch that and how to get a fact finder or a policy review. And so we have our good friend Chris Schieffer, my apologies, Chris Schieffer, with us to tell us how to do that. So go ahead, Chris, my friend.
Am I able to be heard? Am I on mute?
No, you're good to go,
All
my
right,
friend.
good. So what I kind of wanted to do today is I want to go through and kind of talk about a couple of ideas. And me and Bernard were discussing this, that I think what I want to do is have it be a little bit of an open discussion as well, right? Bernard's going to help chime in on the legalese of how everything works when it comes to Medicare and that sort of thing. What I'd like to do is give you the idea, or a simple idea, of how you could take your core business and get more business out of that. Have a more fruitful relationship with the clients that you work with. Okay. Um, I got some reps that I work with personally that are big into Medicare, and based off of their Medicare business, every year they turn around and they also write $100,000 in life insurance premium. And they'll write $1 million, $2 million in annuity premium. It's really just about understanding how to pivot from what you do during open enrollment and what you want to do to get prepared before open enrollment and after open enrollment for the other things that you could do. And let's remember here, folks, this is not rocket science. This is not difficult. This is not something that's going to be overly, complicated. Make it easy for yourself, but make sure that you open up the avenue for that conversation to be had. Okay. So when we do that, hold on one second, please. Trying to shut my phone off there. I had people calling me. I don't know if you're able to hear that. I am sorry. Okay. So me and Bernard were talking, and right now is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And then you guys are going to be heading into AEP, and there's lots of rules and things. But let's talk about life insurance, okay? Hopefully you all have a piece of paper or something so you can write this down. But when we talk about life insurance, you don't even need to know life insurance, okay? You don't need to understand it. What you need to know is how to ask your client a question. And what that question is do you have life insurance? All right. Now we could change that question to be many different ways, but the bottom line is, if I'm talking to Bernard about getting an appointment for Medicare, okay, and I realize you guys have some rules and things, but it's like, hey, What if you were to simply say, hey, just to let you know, I also work in other avenues as well. And one of the big parts of my business is to help my clients get a second opinion on the current life insurance that they have. When you ask this, you're not saying, do you have life insurance? You're not saying, would you like life insurance? You're not asking, do you believe in life insurance? You're asking on the assumption that they already have it, because lots of people do. And the answers that they're going to give you, folks, is this. They're going to say, I don't have life insurance. Your next question is, why? Right? That's a positive one there. You went right to it. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting right to the point at hand. The next answer that they might say to you is, oh, yeah, I got my life insurance and I haven't looked at that in forever. Okay. Well, hey, what if I give you a second opinion on that? What if we make sure that's working right for you? Because, folks, a lot of people have life insurance that's going to end before they do. A lot of people are paying more money than they have to for their life insurance. A lot of folks might not be paying the proper amount into their life insurance. There's a lot of problems that could be happening that you could give them a solution for, and this is opportunity for you. The last answer that they're going to have is, yeah, I got a rep who helps me with that. That one's not as easy, but you could still say, hey, would you like to have a second opinion? Now, the point is, of the three things that they say, two of them are good. 70% of the time, you should be able to uncover an opportunity. Folks, when we uncover this opportunity, if they already have life insurance or if they don't, what you want to do next is you want to use something kind of like what I have up on the screen share here. Can you all see what I'm sharing? I want to make sure that you can see that. Bernard, is it able to be
Yes.
seen?
Yes.
Okay. This is a confidential client questionnaire. This is simple. This is easy. This does not have to have every line filled out, and you don't need to go in order with everything you do. Okay. What I want to show you here on this questionnaire, though, is we are able to get our client's name, our spouse's name, our address, phone numbers, things of the such. Social security numbers, quite frankly, I don't even ask that. I don't do that. I don't think there's any need for it. Occupation, okay? Dependents, income, other income sources, assets. Notice how easy this assets is. I'm not going crazy here. We're just simply getting some assets. Insurance that they currently have. Who cares who the owner is, beneficiary? You could ask them if you want. This is the big one right here. Cash needs. Folks, when you need to uncover what somebody needs for life insurance, this right here is what you need to do. I personally, since I've started my career, have sold millions of dollars of life insurance using this simple form right here. You don't need computers that you type everything into that spit out a pretty thing. You don't need any of that. What you need is this. People need to know that you have a formula that works that shows them what they need. And this probably will be a call that we should set up, Bernard, another meeting to go through this with folks so they can understand how to use it. Because again, you could do it very dry where you just ask the questions, or you could do it where you put it into color for them. Rather than being black and white, let's make it colorful, meaning build a real life story about it and make it real. Immediate money fund, right? That's for things presented directly after death, 50% of the higher wage earner's income. You already know that, folks, because back here, we asked them, what's your income? So you already know it. What does this do though? This is for medical and hospital expenses. Y'all do Medicare. You understand not everything's covered at 100%, right? Burial expenses and other things. What's the next one? Debt liquidation, right? Hey, Bernard, if something happened to you and your wife had to write one big check to pay off all your debt, what would it be? Not including the home. Don't answer me, Bernard. I'm just saying that's how I ask.
I don't want to know.
Okay. Credit cards, school loans, car notes, things of the such. Your wife had to write one big check to pay everything off, not including the mortgage. What would it be? Right? You write it down. It's that easy, folks. Emergency fund. You ever heard that you should have anywhere from 3 to 6 months of income and or bills set aside? God forbid something happen. Here you go. That's what this is for. Again, 50% of the higher wage earners' income, 3 to 6 months, whatever. We already know 50%. We put it on here. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this for? Imagine that you're talking to somebody, husband and wife. It's the middle of the summer. It's 95 degrees. Okay. They got 2 kids. One of them's 3, the other one's 6. Husband passes away, and it's 95 degrees outside. The air conditioner goes out on the house. That single mother with those 2 kids now is dealing with 95-degree heat and the air that went out. Well, we put together an emergency fund where she could have the heating and air guy come on out, fix it up. She's going to have the money there. Transmission drops out of the car. Roof springs a leak. It's the middle of a Michigan winter and the heater stops working, right? That's an emergency fund. Mortgage or rent, what do you owe? I don't need to know what it's worth. What do you owe on your mortgage? Oh, you're renting? $1,000 a month, 12,000 a year, right? 10-year rent fund. I don't do it for 10 years. I do it for 5. Childcare, is this something that's important? I build this into a story so people understand it. Education, they say 40 to 50,000 in life insurance value per kid if that's something that's important. Guys, there's an easy way to find out what somebody needs in life insurance. Add it up, get the subtotal. Now, if they already got life insurance at work or another life policy, let's say that we need to get 400,000 of insurance, they already have 200,000. You're showing them they need an additional 200,000 of life insurance. But notice the one thing we didn't talk about here is we didn't talk about income, right? This is just paying stuff off. This is just making life be what it is. This is making sure that this single mother doesn't have to be worried doesn't have to be worried financially as well as emotionally at these times, right? But we do need to look at income, right? There's a whole big formula here, the whole thing. Ladies and gents, the easy thing is 4 to 6 times their after-tax income. Ask them which one's good for them, okay? All right, so here's the thing that I really wanted you guys to see today. The beauty of everything is, like I said, it's the question. I don't want you to become some tax diversification expert today. I don't want you to become an estate planner today or understand how to set up buy sells. You don't need to know all this. What you need to know is, hey, within my current business, how could I call current clients and how could I talk to them about themselves and get referrals to their children and or friends to discuss the needs that they might have? The way you do it is by asking. Assume they already have life insurance, right? Assume they have it and then work from there because you open the conversation. But my piece right here, what's nice, look at this on the side as you're going through. Since you allowed me to share this time with you, do you have anything you'd like to discuss? Have you done any financial planning? What would you like financial products and services to do? Are you currently happy with your employment? You see yourself staying there? How do you feel about college education, dependence, right? You don't need to ask all these questions, but what I got here is some questions that help me to be able to understand what I need to ask others so that they're there. Do you save and invest systematically? Right? Okay. So when we look at this, the big thing that Bernard and me were talking about was, hey, we're going into AEP, but right now we got 2 weeks that we could run hard, 2 weeks that we could call every client and everybody that we know, and we could ask them about their life insurance and get ourselves set up to be able to answer those questions for them in the future. Now, if you could uncover and get what somebody currently has, me and Bernard have the ability to help you get in-force illustrations so that we could go ahead and work on all this stuff. And once AEP is done, we could go ahead and give you the tools that you need so that you could go back to these people and discuss with them any of the problems they might have with their current life insurance. All right. So Bernard, why don't you go ahead and talk to them about the letters or whatever it is that you said that you had so we could pull this together, and then maybe we could open this up for some question and answer.
Yeah, sure. And folks, excuse my video. I have an unstable internet connection, and the video just causes all type of craziness on my end. So yeah, we do have a pre-approach letters that you all can use. One during AEP and one for after AEP, and it just essentially says, thank you for me allowing you to help you with your Medicare. But here are the other services that I offer. So those pre-approach letters, you can you can do it now, or let's say during AEP, you can leave this with your client, and then after AEP, they can give you a call to help you with other services that you offer. Just something simple like that. So I'll
Hey
make sure.
Bernard,
Yes.
could I chime in and ask something? You say after AEP, couldn't it technically be after the appointment?
No. No.
So you're
No.
telling me during AEP, a Medicare person cannot talk to anybody about anything except because I thought that they could talk about it, do that meeting, and then if they become a client or do whatever, they could talk to them about other stuff.
No.
No?
After AEP.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. I mean,
Okay.
there's that slippery slope right there. So it's best to wait till after AEP.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Got it. I understand.
Yep. So yeah, make sure everyone get those pre-approach letters. We can also add your logo to it, or your contact information to it, whatever's needed. So just, once I send you the letter, let me know that, hey, Bernard, want to add my contact information to it and my logo, and get you our marketing team. They have a form for you to fill out, so they can add that information to the pre-approach letters, or the after AEP letters, or whatever you want to call it, as well as this confidential client questionnaire. Chris will give me a copy, and if you want to add your logo or whatever to it, we can get that done for you as well.
100
So,
bucks.
yep. So everybody, you have the ability to unmute yourself. So if you have any questions, you can ask Chris or I or myself, and we can get you the answer. So if you have a question, just unmute yourself.
Nothing.
All right. No, go ahead, Chris.
So today, Bernard and me were talking, and we do lots of webinars for people, try to give different ideas and tools. And today we had decided, let's make it simple and easy, and let's come up with really an easy way that works. And I want you to know this works. Okay. It's easy. Just ask the question.
Mhm.
Don't be scared of it. Do you have life insurance? Yes or no? Would you like a review? Yes or no? Folks, we're not beating around the bush. It's not your core business. Don't beat around the bush, but let them know that you do a good job and have a team that is absolutely professional that'll make sure that they understand that their life insurance is going to be there for them. It's going to be there for their family when it's needed. That's the biggest thing that you could do. And Bernard and me, as long as you can get a few pieces of information done, we do have a in-force illustration request form that Bernard will get to you as well. As long as you could get that stuff done, we'll do the heavy lifting and we will do the comparisons of the policies and everything for you. We will then discuss it with you so you're prepared to talk to your client about the pros and cons of what they have. Very easy, very efficient, and it works. What you all need to do is you need to work with Bernard on the proper and best way to get this in front of the people that you're talking to so that you could fully leverage everybody that you're going to be meeting during AEP.
Yep. You have a quick story. Actually, one of our agents, two of our agents here, new to life insurance, and they're Medicare folks. The one young lady went with one of her clients called her, and this one isn't life insurance, but it goes to show you how just asking the question. The agent asked the young lady, well, asked the client, I offer life insurance. You have any life insurance needs? And those, lady said no. But, I have this, and that money I want to put into an annuity. So the young agent is actually writing an annuity for that lady today just because she asked the question. Now, was she nervous? Yeah, she was nervous. So now here I'm having to help her with the application process, and had to show her how the illustrations work, and all of that is cool because we'll do that on our end. The other person, gentleman, new to life insurance, I think he's nothing but a Medicare guy, talked to one of his clients, and it ended up the guy, he's getting ready to write a $5 million life insurance policy. And all he did was ask the question. So, I mean, it's that simple. Just go in there, like Chris said, you don't have to know a lot about a lot. Just ask the question, and then you have myself and Chris on the back end to make you look like a superstar. So, yep. Well, that's my little 2 cents. So yeah, it works. It works. Just ask the question. And that's even with myself. And a lot of folks don't know that I'm introverted and halfway shy. But when I'm meeting with my clients, I'm not shy to ask the question. And just by asking that question, I've done pretty well. So
Bernard, you're shy. I was talking to Kapoo the other day, and she told me that all you do is talk her ear off all the time.
Oh, sir. No, sir. Yep. No, I'm borderline shy.
She's still on mute. She's not
Yeah.
saying anything.
Yep. No, Miss Kapoo, she gets going. She get to go. And Kapoo, she's a superstar.
It's me who talks all the time. Poor Bernard.
No, Kapoo is a perfect example. New to life insurance, new to the business as a whole, and Kapoo is doing really well with life insurance.
Very,
you.
very well. Very
Yeah.
well. Learning every day.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you both.
I see. Kapoo, you got any questions about anything that I was showing or that Bernard said, or any ideas that you have that you're getting ready to use moving into AEP?
At this time, honestly, this is going to be my first AEP, like full-fledged, okay? I have been doing parts of it
Mhm.
for the last year and the year before. So I myself, I'm a bit nervous as to how this is going to go because I do have a lot of events scheduled and resource centers for UHC and Molina done. So it's going to be pretty busy, but I'm going to try to see how this, pairs in. And I would probably be meeting people who I do not know, So far, I have worked with people who I know. So I'm hoping to see, if this is going to be a chance for me to meet new people.
You'll do great. You'll do great. Keep
Thank
your chin
you.
up. You know more than they do. I see
Yes.
we have William on here. Does William have any questions or anything that he'd like to add? Not to call you out or anything.
No, I just picked up on a lot of good verbiage, and so I'm good with the verbiage.
All right, wonderful. Hope it helps.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
folks, I'll make sure we get all that information on over to you, and I mean, feel free to call me anytime with any questions, or if you have any cases or anything like that, we can definitely make it work for you. Make it work.
All right. Well, I'll look for our
Thank
next
you.
I look forward to our next one that we're gonna do, Bernard.
Yep.
And let's go from there. Good luck,
All right.
everybody.
All right, folks, have a great weekend and thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye, William.
Bye.